It's the queen's time to rise. No more bad bitches. Bad bitches, R.I.P. Queen, stand up. Bad bitch, hell nah, that right there's a queen. Body vicious, ambitious, baddest you ever seen. She don't want no real nigga, all she want is king. She submissive but dominant and she bout her cream. Her attitude and that mind right. She super bad but that ass nice. The type to make you walk past twice. Egyptian queen in her past life. She always makes sure her cash right. Classy type and she mind her own. Bad bitches roll over so she can take a throne. Cause it's that to all you bad bitches. It's the queen's time to rise. Time for rose switches. If you see your bad queen, go and point her out. Bad bitches go home. Cause this the queen's house. This the queen's house. This the queen's house. Bad bitches go home. Cause this the queen's house. This the queen's house. This the queen's house. If you see a bad bitch, go and show her out.
A queen perfects. The melanated sister be the cleanest flesh. They say the darker the berries, we don't need the rest. And together with a king, we can see the best. One more time. Together with a king.
This is Danica Marie, and you're watching On the Lookout TV. Sometimes I hate St. Louis. I love my city. Sometimes I hate St. Louis. But all this killing and shit. Sometimes I hate St. Louis. I mean, sometimes I hate St. Louis. 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 Sometimes I hate they killing women and children so they can make a living. But what's a living if in the ending you in the building and locked up with them chains, no necklace? This shit insane, but niggas be living reckless. You can't protect them if everybody incarcerated and separated, leaving your children left.
What up, world? It's your man, Mr.LookOut, here with my special guest, Danica Marie. All right, first off, more power to you and all the positive things you're doing with your platform to uplift our people. For our viewers who might not be familiar with you and your work, can you reintroduce yourself?
Well, my name is Danica Marie. I started off on Facebook with a few viral videos. My first viral video that I did was called Trap Queen, and it was basically talking about how young women should try to embrace the idea of being a queen more so than a trap queen. That took off, it went viral. Then I did a few more, and they went viral as well. I just pretty much tried to make material that uplifts the black community. So that's what I do.
Okay. All right, you just celebrated your birthday, right?
Yes, yesterday was my birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Did you do anything special for your birthday?
Not really. I'm really a homebody. Me and my cousin, we have the same birthday. So whatever she does, I just go along and do what she does. We went to an Italian restaurant. It was really nice. And then we went, to a bar or a club or whatever. But it was fun. Okay.
So how long have you been writing poetry and spoken word?
Oh, man. I've been writing my poetry since I was like 9 years old.
Okay.
It started when my dad told me that he was a rapper. And then ever since then, I was like inspired to like rhyme and rap. So I originally wanted to be a rapper, but then that kind of transitioned into poetry because I realized that rap pretty much is poetry.
Yeah.
So.
But you still do some rap too, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually going to the studio next Thursday and record.
Let me hear a little snippet. Let me hear 16.
We're not doing this right now. But the song is going to be basically another version of that Trap Queen thing. Basically going to reverse the bad bitch and queen thing.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about how queens are more valuable than bad bitches.
Okay.
So it's going to be a dope song. Check it out.
Were there any poets that you looked up to while growing up?
Yes, Maya Angelou. She was from St. Louis, and I just loved the power of her writings, and I love the power in her voice. She was just so inspirational to me, so I love Maya Angelou.
All right, back in October of last year, you published your first book,
yes.
Poetic Settlement. Can you speak on that and what the book consists of?
Poetic Sentiments was my first
book that I put together. It's basically a collaboration of different material. It's very random. Like on one page it's talking about love, and then the next page is talking about how you hate somebody or your family or relationships. It's just like a whole collection of just different material that it's supposed to help you express your feelings and also inspire you and motivate you.
Okay.
So that's my whole purpose behind writing Poetic Sentiments.
What's your creative process like?
My creative process is in the shower. I know that sounds so crazy, but
That's where everybody's saying that though.
I'm telling you, man, like it's something about the hot water and the steam that just makes you just think about everything. And then the echo. Like when you start, spitting out the words, you're like, okay, that sounds kind of good. I like how that sounds. And
When you step out the shower, it don't sound like the same though.
It does not. And you have to just keep rehearsing it over and over in your head until you get it. I mess up so many times on my videos. Like, y'all have no idea how many times I have to do those videos over because I'm like, okay, I messed up.
All right. We see how the system is using sex as a weapon to attack our lower chakra and keep us distracted. You have rappers who glorify how many bitches they ran through. Amber Rose with her recent slut walk. In your in your video, Meaningless Sex, you spoke on how sex is a sacred act.
He only fuck her cause she bad. She only fuck him for his cash. Cause nowadays, meaningful sex and relationships has become a thing of the past. It's just deep throats and deep strokes. We ain't concerned about making shit last. We figure, what's the point in building relationships if everybody's still up for grabs? Cause see, ain't no more commitment, so he content with just getting ass. And she gets her fulfillment from making it pop for real niggas that pop tags. And we all got tunnel vision, and our only mission is just to smash. And then we turn around and wonder why the odds of us finding real love is trash. I mean, really, it's sad the way these males hop from chick to chick. I mean, really, it's sad the way us females hop from stick to stick. And the irony of it all is that we really don't stick to shit. Because once emotions start getting involved is when we all decide to quit. I mean, maybe I just ain't with the current times and need to get hip. Maybe I should start not giving a damn about what random man I decide to hit. Maybe I should start encouraging my peers to be random hoes and pimps. Maybe I should be content with being a busted baby for a random simp. But nah, that shit ain't legit. And if I did that, I wouldn't be true to myself. Instead, I'll do the opposite. Even if I gotta prove it myself. That sex is a sacred act, and yet we abuse it ourselves. Cause once we don't give a damn about who we screw, we ultimately end up screwing ourselves. And that ultimately screws with our health. Sex is special, not recreational. Peace.
You spoke on how sex is a sacred act. Can you elaborate on that?
Yes. I definitely hate how the media tries to make us into overly sexual beings. Like, sex to me is very sacred. It shouldn't just be done with just anybody. A lot of people abuse sex. They use it as a scapegoat, or instead of a way to express your deepest feelings for somebody that you have a deep connection and bond to. And it goes back, it's even deeper than that. Like, when you have sex with someone, like you said, like the energy is transmitted.
Yeah.
So you just gotta really be careful with that. And I also don't like how the media tries to take these celebrities and they put them on this platform and make our children feel like, okay, you have to be a slut or a hoe in order to be famous or rich or
to be accepted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I want the young children to embrace being kings and queens. We got to go back to our natural selves. So I hate it. I hate the media. I really do.
All right. There was a 16-year-old female who was sexually abused who reached out to you after confronting her mom about the incident, and her mom told her to keep it a secret. With her doing everything she was supposed to do as a child, what advice was you able to give her?
I tried to do the right thing. I tried to tell her to go to an adult that she trusted the young lady, she was in a whole nother state and city and all that, and so I really felt helpless in the whole situation. But I did my best to give her the best advice that I could, and everything that I told her to do, she said she already done it. Like, she already went to the guidance counselor, she's already went to her teachers and relatives and stuff like that, and it was no help. So I really felt bad about that whole situation. It was nothing that I could really do for her as much as I wanted to.
Now, you have a huge following on Facebook. What are some of the common issues coming from your female supporters that our brothers need to work on to help strengthen our relationship with them?
It's so many. Women are just so unhappy with the brothers, and I hate that. But the main issue that I come across is the support. Like, they feel like they're always going to battle and going to war for the brothers, but when it's our turn, the brothers are nowhere to be found. So they feel like they need more support. And that kind of bothers me, because it's a lot of brothers out here that are supporting, and I feel like we're overlooking them for the ones that don't. So, but just support us and love us.
All right. We often don't hear how our brothers lift up the minds and spirits of our sisters. Can you speak on how your king was able to bring you closer to your African roots and embrace your natural beauty?
Yes. We met back in 2012. We actually went to school together, like elementary. I don't know if it was elementary or middle school. We went to school together, and then we linked back up. But when he first met me, I had long, blonde, straight weave down to my butt, and I had the blue contacts. I mean, it was a mess, right? But he never forced anything on me, and I really loved and appreciated and respected him for that. Like, he just led by example, and I followed suit. I feel like we should lead by example more and stop trying to force people to be a certain way, because force leads to resistance. So he just led by example. Like, I used to eat meat and everything, and then when I met him, he was a vegan or a vegetarian, and I'm just watching him, and I'm like, wow, he's inspirational.
You a vegan too, or you a vegetarian?
I'm a vegetarian now. I've been a vegetarian for a year now.
All right, me too. Like, I started last year. As soon as 2016 hit, that's when I started mine, because all this crazy things I was eating cheeseburgers and everything every day, and I felt like because I was small that it's okay. Like, no, like, you can be so unhealthy and look great. And like, I had like heart problems and stuff. Like, I had to get that under control. So. Did this inspire you to grow natural?
Yes, it did. Like I said, he never forced me to do anything that I didn't want to do. But I started seeing more positive images of the sisters when I was around him. And I was like, okay, she has her natural hair, and she looks confident, and she looks beautiful. Maybe I should do that too, you know? Because the whole, everything just changed. Like, the environment that he put me in, like, I was able to see black people that loved and embraced themselves, you know? So, yeah, it definitely inspired me.
All right. You and your fiance celebrated your 4-year anniversary last year, right?
Yes.
Okay.
May 21st.
Okay. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
The fact that you and your king are a young couple, y'all seem to understand what it takes to run a healthy relationship. What advice would you give any female who's in pursuit of looking for her king?
To work on yourself first. Don't rush it. Work on yourself, and he will come to you. You know, don't try to force a situation to be something that you want it to be just because you're trying to obtain something by a certain age or a certain time of your life. Like, just really relax and focus on yourself, and don't force anything, and love yourself first. Okay. You have to love yourself first.
Yeah, that's true. Any set date on your wedding day?
We're shooting for June 11th. That should be the date. If he doesn't get on my nerves. Yes.
Is it going to be RGB out?
Huh?
RGBG? What?
Oh, you know it is. We got to get the RBG.
Yeah.
Red, black, and green, baby. Black power.
You got
to.
Now, with the murder of Mike Brown due to the law enforcement, the black-on-black violence, and the recent killing of activist Darren Seals, how has St. Louis been for you growing up, and what do you feel needs to be done in St. Louis to make it move in a positive direction?
Those were two very unfortunate situations. the Mike Brown incident actually happened on my baby sister's birthday, so I never forget that. And it was an uproar about the whole thing, and it was very unfortunate. Like, the body laid in the streets for hours. It was ridiculous. But what we need to do is basically, in my opinion, come together and stop waiting for tragic events to happen in order for us to want to unite and be on the same accord. Like, we should do that anyway, regardless of what happens. And once they see that we are unified, they'll think 5 times before they do anything to us. So we could just come together regardless and put our differences to the side, because a lot of people let religion and stuff like that get in the way, and we just need to, unite on common ground.
For those who keep up with you on Facebook, you recently put out a snippet for your next upcoming book, Family Affairs. Can you speak on that?
Yes. Family Affairs is completely different than Poetic Sentiments, or completely different from anything I usually do. It started off as a short story challenge, and then when I put that out, it kind of went viral, and then a lot of people was telling me, we want more. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make it into a book and then make y'all pay for it, and then y'all can just sit there and read while you're doing whatever you need to do.
Yeah, get that paper.
You got to. Why not capitalize?
Yeah, exactly. All right. What was it that you learned about yourself thus far that's going to help you become a better version of yourself in 2017?
I learned that I'm going to go ahead and say it, I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. I judge people for doing some of the same things that I do. And I feel like I need to look at myself first before I try to critique somebody else for what they're doing or what they're not doing. I need to focus on making sure Danica is good before I can tell you what you need to do. So I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. I say, well, you're doing this and you're doing that, but I'm doing this and I'm doing that too. So I want to work on that.
Okay. Anything you would like to leave the viewers with before we finish up?
Yes. Stay encouraged. Love yourself. Respect yourself. And just really focus on being the best person you can be every day. A lot of people beat themselves up for not having this accomplished by this time or whatever, but just take every day one day at a time and just embrace and love life. Okay, stay encouraged, stay inspired. It's so easy to give up and be just so down and out.
Yeah, especially in these times.
Yes, and stop looking for outside people to encourage you and motivate you. You have to be that for yourself a lot of times. Because, we're all humans. I'm not going to be able to uplift you all the time. So you got to go inside of yourself and say, look, self, I got this. We got this.
All right, that's a good way to close it out.
You know it.
Thanks again for the opportunity, Queen.
No problem. It was a pleasure.
What up, world? It's your host, Mr.LookOut. If you're satisfied with the outcome of the video and you would like to support the platform, you could do so by PayPaling odlotv.net@gmail.com. Proceeds will go towards better equipment and travel expenses to further promote positive, informative content and up-and-coming prospects. For bookings inquiries, email odlotv.net@gmail.com. Until then, stop the violence, spread the love. One love, and God bless.